And let fly.
That's for the 1.7
That was
listeners.
almost like
For the 1.7
listeners, man.
Speaking of long titles, we talked about King Gizzard last time, and King Gizzard announced that they have a new album coming off.
Big
They
surprise.
do.
Who'd have thought?
And I just got to tell you the name of this album.
Please.
Oh.
You guys ready? Strap
Yes.
in.
I don't think I'm ready.
Petro Dragonic Apocalypse, or Dawn of Eternal Night, an annihilation of planet Earth in the beginning of merciless damnation.
Man, shut the fuck up. Just
Yep.
somebody needs to slap these motherfuckers in the face and tell them to stop.
What is
You
this, an
gotta
anime?
stop.
They ain't got to.
I was going to say, like, John, that sounds like an anime title.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Straight up.
I don't know what Zach's getting so up in arms about it. You're a Modest Mouse fan, aren't you? They do that shit.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
they got
know,
long
but
titles.
like, you know, we left that emo shit back in 2008.
No,
Well, this
we
isn't
didn't.
emo shit.
Well, no, I mean naming songs absurdly long titles.
That's an emo
No.
thing?
That's very much
specifically?
an emo
Is that
thing.
Not,
Fuck
is that
yeah.
not like a prog thing?
Well, I guess it can
I'd
be.
say
it
it's
can
more
be
of a prog
both.
thing.
I mean,
Could be both.
it's definitely something emo bands latched onto.
Yeah, I mean, it's no 2112. You know, it's not.
Well, there's not much information about the album other than that the band has simply described it as heavy as fuck.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a metal album, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's going to be another
Yeah.
Infest the Ratness style album. So
I didn't tell you guys because we joke about this band all the time, and I was just kind of on the fence with them for a while. Like I was familiar in what I heard, like I enjoyed, but I just didn't know the songs with any familiarity. But I didn't really talk to y'all about it. But I did come around to the band. I watched several like concerts over the course of a few days.
their live show is
Yeah, it was
next
fun.
level. Yeah. One of the
excited.
coolest things that I've seen.
Oh, the
musically.
album art is really cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should just call it Dinosaur's Revenge. I mean, you know, think about it.
I mean, that's
So
what you can
what's-
call it.
What's the album title again? Because I want to see that art.
All right. So the album title, you do better just typing in KGLW new album.
New
but
album.
I'll say
Type it all out.
I'll say it again. Petrodragonic, all one word, Apocalypse, or Dawn of Eternal Night, an annihilation of planet Earth in the beginning of merciless damnation.
That's a lot.
Those
That's
those
a new
dudes need to
Starfinder book.
like
Yeah,
just,
that's-
you know, maybe drop a little less acid
Nope.
than you're currently dropping.
Nope.
I
No,
just,
but that's the whole point, Zach. Like, it's cool that you don't like it, but like to say that they should take away from their very specific aesthetic
just-
is
yeah,
you know,
no,
like
fair
it's
enough,
not,
fair
you
enough,
know,
dude, fair enough.
Like, yeah, like I get that you don't like it. That's fine, but
I get you that you're
you know,
wrong. It's
there
fine.
are other albums. It was Changes and Laminated Denim. Those are short names.
Laminated dinner.
Changes. That's a David Bowie album. You got some shit to talk about. Changes.
I did not say a fucking word about changes, dude.
Damn.
I mean, they're not
Look,
covering a David
turn
Bowie
and-
album. I'm just saying they
Turn and
used
face
know.
the strange,
Yeah,
Zach.
Yeah, I mean, look, I like some weird shit. It's just that King Gizzard is not my particular flavor of weird shit, you know.
And that's why we pray for you.
Okay, I'm sure you do, Emma. I'm
That's
sure
why
you pray
you're
for me
bringing
all
on.
the time. Yeah.
That's why you yourself are bringing on the annihilation of planet Earth and beginning of merciless damnation.
I didn't want to say it
Bring
out
it
loud,
on.
but it's true. It's true.
It feels pretty
Bring it on.
harsh. Pretty harsh punishment for just not digging that band.
Not digging a certain band. Yeah. Oh my god.
I also saw Cocaine Bear.
How was that?
It was John and I watched it together with Grace.
yeah.
And after like a show, so we were a little drunk watching it, and it was great. Like it was hilarious, and also like we were shouting at the TV, literally like, "Oh
Yeah.
god, oh my god!" Like cringing at like some of the scenes because it is brutal,
It's
but it
gory,
is hilarious at the same time. You know, like
So I've heard of it, but I have no idea.
it's cocaine
fucking-
bear.
It is what it sounds
Yeah,
like.
it's-
It's
exactly
what it
it.
says in the
It's a
tin,
bear on
bro.
cocaine.
Like,
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, some
It is.
drug dealers like throw out a bunch of duffel bags of coke out of an airplane because it's like crashing, and a bear gets into it and
Oh my
goes
God.
fucking berserk. And it's based on a true story, but that's where
Very
the true
loose.
story
That's where it
stops.
ends.
You know, like
The
it's just
bear
like that did
dies.
happen once
in
in my
real
premise
life.
happened, but the events
Yeah.
depicted are
Right.
Are
fictitious.
very
kinda like,
much
what if that
based
bear
on a true
didn't
story.
die? Yeah.
It's Ray Liotta's last film.
Oh,
Oh.
that's right.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know he was in it. So I haven't seen the film, and like I remember for 2 weeks when it became a thing, people being like, "Oh, that's crazy," and then it completely left my consciousness because I didn't watch it, and like I'm not.
Is it
keeping up with
appropriate to call Cocaine Bear a film?
I was just thinking that. I was
It's
like,
like
it's a
calling
movie
Baby's
for
Day
sure.
Out a film. You know?
No,
How
it's better
dare
than that.
you.
It's better than that. It's like more. It is definitely made with by somebody who like
Elizabeth
wanted to-
Banks made it.
Yeah, like she wanted to make a good movie, but it is a comedy. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So like, film it maybe is a stretch, but it's not like just schlop either. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like Baby's Day Out. Sorry, Emily.
Better
but
than
that-
most King Gizzard albums, huh?
What,
Nope.
bitch?
Ooh, got him.
You're just
I'll
I
let
guess
Baby's
that
Day
just
Out
doesn't
poking the
make any
cocaine
sense.
bear now.
The Cocaine Bear, dude.
No, so Adam, you had your Jazz Fest jamboree, playing music like crazy for a while, and you had posted in the Discord, I think our private Discord, but you're like, I went to this show, and I got to see Cocaine Bear. You just tacked it on at the end, and I completely forgot that was a movie, and I was like, what band is Cocaine Bear?
Probably also better than most King Gizzard albums, I would
Okay,
imagine.
you're just
Like that's
I'm
not even a
just
funny
trolling,
troll.
dude.
Zach.
Listen,
You can do better than this. You are a better
be
troll than
better.
this.
Lazy
You know,
trolling.
that's
I'm
lazy.
tired. Okay?
it's not the
I'm tired.
trolling we're mad about, it's the laziness of it.
It's
Listen,
the quality of it. It's terrible.
you've all made a very compelling
It's the
case.
Baby's Day Out of your trolling repertoire.
Guys,
So,
could we not?
So that's my best work yet, then, right?
Look,
Dear,
Baby's Day Out holds a special place in this podcast's heart, but a good movie
Not this one.
it is not.
Adam,
It's
Why
not.
are you
It's not.
hating
Share
me?
cinematic universe, okay?
why are you hating me?
I'm just saying, Baby's Day Out has very little relevance to this particular podcast. It has extreme relevance to another one of our podcasts. You know,
Fair enough.
I guess the people listening will just there's no way to discern the origin of that reference. Like they'll
just
never
watch
know.
Cocaine Bear, and you'll get all of
They'll
it.
never know. If only
And
there
you
were
have
some
to listen
sort
to
of
you have to listen to all the King
podcast
Gizzard.
they could listen to in order to figure that out.
You got to listen to all the King Gizzard albums in a very particular order that you have to figure out to learn the secret of Baby's Day Out.
I don't know that that's true, Adam.
It's part of the
is.
mythos.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm learning new
Well, that
things.
sounds
yeah. King
that
Gizzard
sounds
also loves Baby's
very
Day Out.
fascinating and all.
Y'all, I
Really excited about that.
I booped my knee on my desk earlier, and it hurts real bad because it like scratched my scab off, and it hurts.
Ooh,
That's
a
my
long ass
word
commentary.
on it.
That
Call
sounds
it a
like a
day.
King Gizzard album.
Yeah, that's an album title right there.
Scratched my scab off.
I bumped my leg and scratched my scab off.
One word for this album. Funky.
Scratched my scab off, scratched my scab off.
Scratch my scab off, scratch my scab off, and then like a 45-minute.
Wheel,
Noodle.
I would listen to it.
It fucking goes nowhere. It just meanders for 45 minutes.
I
Masterpiece.
respectfully disagree
Masterpiece. It's a journey.
about
you're
this
gonna come
hypothetical King
here-
Gizzard song.
On my fucking show and talk about King Gizzard for the intro banter, I'm gonna roast him. Okay.
That's fair.
I don't like it.
No,
but I
you
accept
you
it.
make a good point.
Yeah. Well, I gotta reclaim this thing.
Adam,
From
when
the
you take
KG
your
fan.
glasses off, it scares me.
Why? That's
I
not a
don't
nice
know.
thing to say.
No,
That's
like
really
I just
me.
I mean, like I'm just not used to ever seeing you with glasses off, and I'm like, what happened?
You
oh
just
no,
get real ugly all of a sudden.
no, it's kind
Already,
of like
look, I'm
listen.
already in my self-esteem feelings today.
no, it's
and
like
you're
a
gonna-
baby. It's like a baby, like
I
object
cannot help it.
permanency. No, me.
Oh.
Like when
like-
something changes around me, I'm like, oh no, what's happened?
Imposter.
Strangeness.
Adam, I just want to say that I think that you made a fantastic choice in your choice of glasses. I've noticed that our glasses do look quite similar,
pretty similar,
actually.
yeah.
Hey man, I like them glasses.
Oh,
I'm digging them.
That was
Yeah.
a visual joke for their listeners. Hand gestures work really good on podcasts.
they do.
That's exactly what we're here for. Is to, let's just play some Starfinder, man. I don't want to try to save this King Gizzard dog. I'm not about it, you know.
There's nothing to save. It was perfect.
It was
Move on.
perfect.
Yeah. Okay.
You got your jabs in. We got our long titles that are obscene, leave ridiculous.
There you go. There you got there. You got there with it. What happened last time?
Little breakout.
Okay, I
y'all
like
were broke. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
y'all
we're broke and desperate.
Still broke.
Look, I
Used
just
to be
gotta
broke,
say,
too.
I feel a little vindicated after last episode. I've been ahead of the game the whole time. I've been thinking we broke.
Hey, this isn't a competition, Adam. All right.
You know what?
Look,
weren't
you say
wrong.
that after, but you're not the one who got fucking roasted for trying to get a little extra scratch, okay?
I mean,
Let's not open this can of worms
let's not dwell on
again.
the past, Adam. Let's not dwell on the
mean-
past.
You know, good and goddamn well it was your delivery.
Yeah.
It's DiGiorno, not delivery.
Captain
Anyway,
Roland DiGiorno.
New sponsor?
It's fun.
Dude, I would low key love a DiGiorno sponsorship, man.
About
That'd
it.
be great.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I'll sell
No.
your pizzas.
Come on.
Hit
Give me
me
some
up,
pizza.
DiGiorno.
Sucks.
I'll take a Hunt Brothers. Whatever. That gas,
gas
station,
station
pizza?
pizza?
Hey, I've been broke like we are in this show before. and Hunt Brothers
I've
Pizza
been
saved
Hunting
my
Brothers
life.
Pizza broke. Most definitely. Got me out of many a jam. Not proud of it, but it's got me out of many a jam.
I've been not broke and chose to eat Hunt Brothers Pizza on the way home
Yeah,
from a
I've
gig.
yeah,
been drunk
true.
before
Also,
too, Adam.
I straight up had Hunt's Brothers without being drunk, without being fully broke, just like regular.
It's a
broke.
hunk of pizza.
It's pizza that you put in your mouth hole and you enjoy it.
Apparently, Hunt Brothers is doing pretty well for themselves because they fielded like 3 different NASCAR sponsorships.
Tell you,
Y'all, hey,
what?
did y'all know that Frankie Muniz
Is an
It's an
like-
ARCA driver. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Hey,
That's-
man.
that's all I
think
got.
that's badass, actually.
It
I
is
think-
badass.
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
like the
Tell you
minor
what's
leagues
badass.
of racing, though.
What's badass is Hunt Brothers breakfast pizza.
I don't know if I've ever had that.
I've had
Never
it before.
tried
It's-
this.
It's not bad.
It's
not bad.
pretty damn good.
It's better than
It's
you
good
would think.
hangover food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man.
Sure wish I could eat that right
I'm a little
now.
hungry. I think I'm a little hungry.
Live and let pizza.
Live and let pizza.
You method acting?
Live and let pie.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, yeah.
Proud of you.
I don't know. I don't even know.
We're hungry.
We're
Feed
delirious.
us, Zach.
You know?
Feed us with money from this job we're about to do.
Give
Okay.
us money,
do my best.
please.
Money,
All right,
please.
so you hop on the throttle
Now.
and you fucking book it. Over to Vesk 5 is where you're headed, right? Specifically, you are headed to a settlement called Quarrisked, which is, that's about right for a Starfinder name.
Yeah, super easy to
let me
say.
spell
Formian
that
name in
for you.
particular.
Quariskt.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
that
That's
tracks.
straightforward, actually.
Okay. En route, does anybody want to kind of, you could certainly browse the infosphere if you want, get a little more information about Vesk 5, or maybe, storm running or anything like
Yeah.
that. If you,
All of
know.
that would be valuable
Yeah,
information.
you might want a little background on some
I
of that,
mean-
huh?
How is Hestia doing with the mention of the Versa Republic?
The Versa Republic? The
Whatever it is.
Marixa
Marixa
Republic.
Republic.
It's,
You know what I meant?
Invest in
Right, I
your
got you.
crew, Captain. God.
No.
That's an Adam
That's an
mistake,
Adam.
not a Roland mistake. I need y'all to all
He's-
get off my nuts.
Suspend your
I'm
disbelief,
off of 'em.
okay?
I'm off of them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, as I said last time, like, when that gets mentioned, like, Hestia gets very quiet. I don't necessarily think, at least for a little while, that she's trying to, throw that out there. Marixa Republic's kind of a sore spot for her. I think she would be more interested in trying to get us useful information and kind of actively not trying to talk about Marixa Republic unless somebody makes her.
Yeah, basically Roland's just looking at Hestia to see how she is reacting to this, and he's not going to press it, but he is just trying to observe any emotions or feelings that are.
Yeah, I mean, you would have noticed, like, after the Marixa Republic was brought up, she almost kind of shrank, got noticeably probably very quiet, and then, in kind of what I think of as typical Hestia fashion, diverts and is like, okay, well, we should look up Quarist and look up this illegal activity we're doing so we can be good at it. And I do want to roll computers checks for it.
And while you're doing that, Roland's eyes will cut over to Morgan, kind of knowingly,
Keep an eye out.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Tia, you can certainly take 20 on this. This is you don't have to do any digging on the deep web or anything. You can just pull up a Wikipedia page.
Oh, I was like, well, it is an illegal activity, so.
Yeah, it is, but you can look up a Wikipedia page on cocaine trafficking.
You can Google crime.
You can watch a movie about a cocaine bear.
Right,
so,
right.
You know what? You're right.
All right.
So, yeah, I've got a plus 14 to computers, so.
Yeah, so here's the deal. Vesk 5 is a purplish gas giant. That's obviously in the Veskarium, with its fantastic naming conventions like Vesk 5. It's a gas giant. It's surrounded by many, many moons. And then actually there's a ring of space debris around it as well. Think about
It's
ring
the
of Saturn.
weird looking one, right? Of the Vesk planets. Me and John were talking about this the other day. Like, you look at if you look in the Near Space book, you can see kind of a small solar system map of the Veskarium, and it's like, one of these things is not like the others.
Yeah. So it's a gas giant. It's obviously not inhabitable. However, there is a moon. The largest of the moons around Vesk 5 is Vesk 5.1. Is the official name of
They're
that.
efficient people.
Is that like the gray one with patches of green?
The moon?
Yeah.
Shit, man. Is it?
I'm sorry. That was a dumb question. Go ahead.
Anyway,
Yeah.
the primary settlement on Vesk 5.1 is called Quarist. But it's just one of many Formian colonies that are located in these planetoids and moons and stuff around the ring of Vesk 5. So, yeah, let's see. One second. So, as far as storm running goes, essentially how that works is you grab a big net, basically, and you fly through some of these insane, like, galactic storms that are knocking up these star metals, and you're trying to catch these very valuable star metals in your nets to sell them. That's what storm running is, in essence. Okay?
Sounds like an appropriate name.
I like it.
Yeah.
What? Is it illegal?
Well, because it's extremely dangerous.
Well, that just seems like
But I mean,
living
like,
your life to the fullest.
Isn't like most space travels extremely dangerous?
So-
By Starfinder times, it's very commonplace.
So,
not
quick,
dangerous
though.
like today.
What I'm having trouble tying together is the fact that this is in the Veskarium. Typically, Veskarium is not concerned with the livelihood of just the individual, as far as hey, if you want to go and risk your own life for doing dumb shit, go right ahead.
I feel like it's because of the value that can be extracted from it, and the Vescarian wants to control that.
Now
tracks.
you might be
That
getting at
tracks.
something a little deeper there,
Yeah.
my
Okay.
friend.
Yeah.
Officially, though, it's illegal due to the dangers of the
Public safety, you know.
public safety.
Right.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
That was an Adam Smart moment,
That was.
not a Roland one.
Very good. Very
Character
good.
knowledge versus player
Yeah.
knowledge. Yeah.
Beautiful, smooth brain in action.
That's it. It's juicy.
Smooth.
It's so smooth.
Pro tip: don't use an iron. Smooth out the wrinkles in your brain.
Oops.
That's man. Is that a FLCL reference? I don't know.
I think that's also illegal due to safety concerns.
Right.
Yeah.
No, somebody
Yep.
posted that in our Discord today.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going. We're
Yes,
into
you're
it.
going. You are nearing the Independence is nearing Quarist. Okay, so you're kind of in the in the larger area. But as you near Quarist, the ship scanners detect this massive lightning vortex nearby. It's like swirling with all of these rare, valuable star minerals. So you're pulling up towards this storm, and you can detect there's a ship inside of this storm. I need a science officer, whoever wants to play science officer.
Can a magic officer do it? Because we don't have a science officer.
I mean,
Well,
I
you
can,
gotta make a
I can
computer's
function
check.
as a
You gotta
science
make a
officer.
computer's check.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you see that there's a ship, Tia, and you send out a ping to try to figure out what this ship's transponder code is. Like, what is this ship, right? So go ahead and roll me a computer's check.
Okay. Oh no, it's a natural 1 for a 15.
Oh, no.
But fuck that. I'm gonna re-roll that because I am a Sheeran and I can do that.
That's
Okay.
right.
And I'll buoy you. Oh, you don't have to use the resolve on the first time you do
Not
it,
on the
right?
first one, nope.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Yeah. So, 28.
28.
Yes.
Okay, well, with a DC 7...
So even the natural
Damn.
1, I got it.
I mean, like,
Damn.
I was literally gonna be like, "Hey, man, you're good," and you're like, "No, fuck that! I'm gonna re-roll."
Sorry, I got. I don't like
You
to
can
fail
take your-
computers or engineering things with
You
the.
can take your
I mean,
communalism
to be
charge
fair,
back, okay?
No.
I'm trying to help you. Like, what the fuck? Calm down.
All right.
Don't you backseat GM?
It's not like I'm like giving a fucking enemy a re-roll back. I'm
I was just
literally giving it back to you.
voicing my opinion. That's all.
Okay.
Technically, I should have done it before I saw the result, so I would have had to take the 1.
I'm gonna let you have this. With the TC7, you can determine that this ship is a Kevlar Venture. That should be a familiar sounding ship name. And then, as this information is pulling in, you do see that this is in fact the Wild Magic itself. You were supposed to be meeting this ship in Quarist, and yet here you find it stuck
Oh, that was
in.
the name of the ship? Is
That's
Wild
the name
Magic?
of the ship of
That's a cool ship name.
of Yatraxo
Yeah.
Resman, one of Tarika's old friends.
Oh ho ho.
So
Are
this
these
is
Formians?
I don't think Tarika mentioned.
I just a name like Wild Magic. I'm like, this is gonna be some fey ass gnomes.
Oh,
We'll
interesting.
see.
Yeah. So
Druids.
you
druids.
you determine that this is Wild Magic, and since you succeeded the check by 5 or more, even with your 14, you can determine that 15 that the Wild Magic has sustained some damage.
Uh-oh.
Okay. What do you want to do?
Ram it.
Okay.
Captain, it appears that this ship is damaged and helpless. We should brutally ram it and kill them all.
No, Hestia,
right.
that's a little
You feel
too
the-
extreme.
Feel the ship
No.
lurch as Gadrick pushes the
Oh, sorry,
throttle forward.
me and Gadrick were watching 300. I'm all hyped up.
Right. No, this is all contact. No. All right, so actually, you give me the the scoop, right? Or you give the
Yes.
crew the scoop.
Yeah.
Yes, well, this is our contact, and if we hope to make any money, I think it's in our interest to make sure that this ship does not become inoperable. So let's make haste and see what we can do to help.
Let's save them because so they'll pay us, and because it's the right thing to do. I presume. I don't want to assume.
It can be two things.
Well, and because for whatever reason we can't salvage it. So I haven't figured that out yet.
Do you want to open
Save them?
comms with wild magic or something? Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to reach out, or are you actually want to ram the ship? Like, what's
No,
up?
we're not. That was a
No.
joke. We're not going to
Them
ram
was
the ship.
laws. Those were laws.
Okay.
Yeah. Beep, boop, beep.
So yeah,
Comms.
okay, yeah, you send out an open comms channel, and the comms channel does open up, but there's no video signal. It's like this storm is causing all this.
or is this live?
This is live. We're live. We're live, baby. Fuck it, we're doing it live. But there's too much interference to actually get a video signal on here, and even the audio sounds choppy. But you hear a female voice call out, who's there? I can't scan a damn thing in this vortex. I'd stay away if I were you. Turns out this storm is home to a lot more than just flying rocks. A shard diver jumped us in the middle of our run. Can you believe it? Listen, get out of here before it does the same to you.
That's a gnome if I ever heard one.
Do you need assistance? This is Captain Mons Geldis of the Independence. We have a pretty sturdy ship. We can get you out.
Wait, the Independence?
Yes.
Tarika's crew?
Yeah. Yes.
The very one.
Damn, it's good to hear from y'all. Listen, I'm kind of in a pickle. Honestly, you might be better off not even helping me, but if you want to, I would really appreciate it.
We are going to help you. Just tell us what we can do.
Pickles.
Okay, so about this point, you're closing in on this vortex. Okay? And, you're getting pretty close to Vesk 5 here. All these atmospheric currents, this just deep magenta color of these currents, they're just whipping like hydrogen rain and just stray lightning, everywhere, right? But ahead you do spot this vortex, and as you near it, you can clearly see two large silhouettes within it. One to be the wild magic. However, the other belongs to, as Yatraxo mentioned, a shard diver.
Do we know what that is?
I feel like, Emily, you should. Don't you have a whole story about shard fey magic?
Listen, bitch, that's a whole nother. That's a different podcast. Okay.
All right.
Was this the show we did the bit about Blanderson? What show
No,
did
that
we do
was
that
Hacky
on?
Sack.
Okay, that's your
God.
show. Okay.
All right, so as your ship approaches this, you can certainly get a scan on it, and this is like an approximation of what you see.
Holy shite, dude. That is an ugly son of a bitch.
Yeah,
Playing
absolutely,
Subnautica lately, and that would absolutely fit in.
Totally.
definitely, you would. Yeah, absolutely.
I would Monster Hunter that. I would.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a red and black kind of mottled pattern on its skin. Four-eyed, like two eyes on each side of its head, I assume. Mm-hmm. Like whale-like, kind of has like the
It's
lines
covered
going.
in whale polyps, bro.
And it's got these like tumor-looking things, egg sacs,
Yeah.
that are charged with electricity. Also, spikes and horns, like crazy, like demon-like spikes coming out of the side of it, and bull-like horns and mandible. It almost looks like you took an ant head and combined it with a whale. Like an ant zoomed in real close to its face and combined
It's
it
an
with a
ant
whale.
whale catfish bull.
Yeah,
With
100%.
lightning tumors.
With
Would
lightning
anyone
tumors.
like to roll
That's the
sex.
11th
life
King
science
Gizzard
check
album
on
that comes out
thing?
this year.
Life science? I have a +8. Is anybody better?
That's going to be probably our...
I think I'm better than that. Life science is. I have a +8.
I feel like you roll better
Somebody
than me. I
just
can
roll me a
aid you.
die, man.
Okie doke.
Just give me something.
He's gonna give it to you no matter what.
It's his formality at this point.
Right.
Like,
17.
okay,
yeah.
looks good. I like it. So you do what you know about these shard divers. They are typically about 120 feet long. Obviously, whale-like in a loose sense, but they're known to hunt in the swirling chaos of these gas giants. They actually feed upon these same star metals that storm runners like Eutraxo here, go after.
So they're like native storm runners.
Definitely, yes.
Yeah.
They
Okay.
are known to be extremely territorial. They'll attack competition on sight. Okay. They have these jagged-looking biometal protrusions on their heads and necks that serve as their primary means of defense, right? And they actually propel themselves via all of these polyps, as you said, these bulbous storm sacs, they're called. They actually radiate electromagnetic pulses along their bodies, which propel them through space.
Oh my gosh, that's very cool.
This is awesome.
Very, very interesting. However, this is a starship-sized creature,
Yeah.
right? And this thing has essentially come in, damaged wild magic, and is claiming territory over this, right? So, the current situation. The shard diver is very, very close to wild magic inside of a vortex storm. Wild magic itself is disabled. Okay, let me put you on a Starship Combat map.
We're doing Starship Combat?
I just pulled up a cheat sheet.
Nice.
Pulling
Okay.
up said cheat sheets.
Yeah, I mean, it's easy to Google.
Oh, it's all good. Most of the stuff is on the Independence
Okay,
character
so
sheet anyway.
what you're looking at here is I've marked sort of a radius of this storm. As you can see, wild magic and this shard diver are inside of it, right in the middle. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is going to be a little different in terms of Starship Combat, right? But we're going to work it as best we can. What you know is that you need to rescue wild magic. Obviously, if you want a chance at doing this job,
If it's worth it, let me work it.
put the thing
Is
down,
there-
flip it, and reverse it. Yeah.
Is there a way that we can extract wild magic without, killing this thing?
Okay,
Do
that's a very good question.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was like a way that we could like tow
Well,
wild magic.
you have an open comms channel with Eutraxo right now. You could certainly maybe ask her.
Atraxa, do you read?
Yeah, I'm here.
There is a large creature, as you mentioned, right on your port side. This is an indigenous creature, and while we will destroy it if we need to, we'd like to avoid causing any collateral damage. Do you think that there is a way that we can connect to you and just pull you out of its zone?
I think there might be a way. So my nets that I use for storm running have kind of come off in the attack. They got to be around here somewhere. If you could find some way, I don't know if you've got any hooks that could fit one of these storm running nets onto your ship, but if you could figure out some way to do that, you could scoop up, grab the net, and come grab me.
One moment, please. And Roland looks over to Cadric and Hestia and says, "Do we have any net hooks?"
You mean this state-of-the-art ship that we stole? Yes, of course we do. I'm
Yes.
hoping
And then-
that's
and then-
true.
Then he takes his paw off and says, without verifying, says, "Yes, of course we do."
Okay, well, see if you can figure out where my net went. I can't do any scans right now because of this stupid interference in the storm. I can tell you this, though. From what I know about these shard divers, they really aren't going to pursue outside of what they think is their territory. So if you can get me out of this storm, I don't think it's going to chase you very far.
Sounds great. We're right on it.
The old Vest
Okay.
5 shuffle.
Okay, so here's the deal. The Independence does not have a hook of sorts
You lied to me, Hestia.
Damn it.
large
I just
enough to do
assumed.
this. However, Tia, if you want to spend what amounts to 1 round of Starship Combat, you can roll me an engineering check to fabricate a hook. If you'd like to do that.
This is what I was made for.
Yeah.
I think there's still a bag of trash.
Look,
Go in there and
I-
see if you can find anything that can
I'm-
resemble a hook.
Who's the one that's been building filing cabinets?
Let's
I've
just say-
got this, Captain.
Excellent.
Reconfigure a filing,
The filing
cabinet.
And you,
Yeah.
you hear her skitter off, and then bang, 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 bang. Comes back with Mantis in tow, holding a big goblin-looking hook.
Just jagged as
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
What was that engineering check? I'm sorry, I missed
I don't
that.
know. I'm just role playing.
Oh yeah, okay, man. Let's get that flavor in there. I'm all for it.
Okay. 21. Not great.
Well, with the DC 15 to fabricate
yeah,
this, you
there we
certainly, Tia, are able to do this. You're going to be out working on this for the first round of combat, though. Okay, it's going to take one. It's going to take 1 round.
Like out of the combat, or am I outside of the ship?
No, you're in the ship.
Okay.
but
Well, I just figure I have to attach it, right?
somebody's
that-
gonna
yeah, I
have
thought
to
that-
attach this thing.
I thought that's what he meant too, that he was out of the ship.
No,
Yeah.
no. You can't perform any starship combat actions
Yeah, that's fine.
for this round. Okay. So, however, we are at the top. I believe we are in our engineering phase, right?
Well, your engineer's working on something.
Exactly.
Right.
Is there anything else that anybody else wants to do in this round?
Is there like a check involved in him and her in Hestia?
Figuring out where this net is?
No,
That's what I was thinking. Scan for the net.
Fabricating. I'm trying to decide where I'm going to put my captain's boost on.
Yeah.
Well,
I was
Tia is
able to
gonna-
make the hook.
She's
Okay.
going to be able to make the hook. Yes.
So, yeah, I'll just hold.
As far as magic officer stuff, like I want to do some precognition to try and get a piloting check increase.
Okay.
Well, so what
Wait,
are
hit
what are
the
our
magic
options
officer
for
scan?
finding the hook? That's like I need
Right.
to know where I'm going.
I'm
I'm sorry, not the hook, but finding the net that the,
The net.
wild magic lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I just assumed it would be a scan, like because
The
either
problem is
science
we need
officer
somebody
or
with
a magic officer.
no magic officer can only scry a ship.
Yeah, the ship specifically.
Oh, okay.
So we need somebody with some computers.
Yeah, to use the sensors.
Yeah, you guys actually don't have to run. You don't have to like spend an action. There's nothing in this that says you need to spend an action, but you can perform a, let's call it a free action scan, and you can determine that the net is around there, sort of on the northwestern kind of edge of the vortex.
Okay.
Okay. So the first thing that we need to do is get the ship in range, right?
Yep.
So
Well, I certainly give you a +2 to your piloting
yeah,
check.
hell yeah.
With a
Actually,
natural
it's a
20.
+4 with that critical effect.
Is it?
Nice.
Yay! I helped.
Wow.
Morgan is like, wah, 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 wah. You can do this, Gadrick.
Yeah, I mean,
You're the best.
all Gadrit's gonna do is fly right up to where just regular old flying, right
Which
up to
doesn't
where.
require a check, but
Yeah,
It
actually, not
doesn't require a check, but we do have some helm phase initiative, and we have some things that are going to happen
Sorry.
during
Okay.
the helm phase.
not going that route. Okay, so I guess I need to roll the initiative for that then. Before
yeah,
making my
so
move.
I need you to roll Helm Phase Initiative. Now, the interesting thing is, the Shard Diver is not engaged with you in combat, right? We're going in turn order, but it's not going to be this thing is not attacking you. You're not presenting yourself to be a threat to it at the moment.
Sure.
Right. Yeah. So, if you want to roll Helm Phase Initiative, you can. But I mean, I'm just going to tell you, you get to go second. And this thing's not moving. So
Okay.
there's that.
All right.
However, as we move into Helm Phase, your open comms channel with Yatraxo, you hear it go, listen, y'all, we're taking some serious electric damage from this storm. I don't think we can hold out too much longer.
We're doing our best.
You can certainly suss out that wild magic is what amounts to taking damage every round. Not much this round, thankfully. So not too
Can
bad.
I use my captain action to encourage them? They're a science officer to help with their shields and stuff.
I don't think you can. Can you do that?
It would be a you call type of thing.
Oh, I don't. No. I don't.
I mean, if you're looking at it from sort of a fleet perspective, captains, I think, can command multiple ships. And if they're on our
ship
side,
is not necessarily in your fleet.
I mean, okay, all right, fine.
Yeah. Okay, so that takes us to our actual helm phase here. Gadrick, I assume you want to position into an adjacent or on the hex where this net is. Right?
Yeah, and I took kind of a roundabout way to get there, specifically so that I could be facing forward, like towards wild magic, once we get this thing fastened, and hopefully just be able to make a pass and snatch them up.
Well, I gotta complicate things a little further for you all.
Of course.
Tia has fabricated a hook for you, but as you move into position, somebody is going to have to basically put on their environmental protections, open up the cargo bay, and manually attach this hook in order to do this. Now, this is, I would think, this strikes me as a chief mate kind of action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody who's pretty strong. May,
1, 2,
may
3,
want
not
to
it.
do this.
Somebody who's
I'm your
pretty
dwarf.
stout. Maybe slow but steady.
I think Vincent is our dwarf, right? So Tia hands you that large hook, Vincent, and
Tia, so he just pushes you. The hook can't lift it herself.
yeah, you have no problem carrying this thing, although your little dwarf legs don't take you very
20 feet
far.
every time.
20 feet, yeah.
20 feet.
I'm gonna let you hustle if you want to do that, right? Like to
What's
get
the
to the back
penalty
of
for
the
hustling?
ship.
Nothing.
Okay.
You have to hustle for over.
You
an
have to
hour.
hustle for a while.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, but Vincent, you make it to the back, and you hit the airlock. You obviously have your environmental protections on, your suit helmet up. You've got the back of the ship closed off, so there won't be any.
As he's going out, I would like to do my captain's action,
Okay.
and I would like to encourage him.
Okay.
I'd be like, all right, Vincent, you may only be able to walk 20 feet in gravity, but in space, you can walk forever. And pats you on the back and kind of pushes you out.
I was gonna say he kicks your ass out into space.
And so I'll roll here. This is what, a diplomacy check? Yeah. All right. That is a 19. The DC is 15 for this.
Hey, nice. Okay, that's a success, and he gets what?
+2.
+2 to his check this round.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Vincent, my man,
Yeah.
you're out here. you guys are flying by. You've got this net. I'm sure you tether a cable or something.
Yeah.
right?
I ain't just like
Oops, I forgot the cable when I kicked you out.
Yeah. Turn on the grav boots.
Vince lassos and catches him before he floats off into space.
Standard operating procedure for a spacewalk is what's happening here. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So Vincent, you got your tether, but you're hanging off the back of this cargo bay door with a massive hook.
Right,
okay, your tether,
right.
your mag boots on, and you're looking to fish this net out as the ship flies by. So I'm gonna need you to roll an athletics check.
I think this is what happened in the end of the Martian movie.
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
I know.
Deary me. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna have to.
You do get a +2 bonus.
Okay.
That might help.
I don't like rolling physical dice, but my character sheet on Foundry is not up to date. Actually, no. I'm just going to use Hero Lab. I do not like rolling my... Okay, so athletics, huh?
Athletics.
All right. That's a 12.
A 12 total.
That's with the +2?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. 14. Thank you.
14.
14.
Vincent, you're ready to go. You're grabbing this thing, and then you swing the hook and whiff as the ship flies by. You missed. You missed.
Fucking hell. Oh.
Now, that brings us back around to the next round. We're going to have to make a second pass at this thing. You can only take one attempt per round.
Okay. All
Makes
right.
sense.
Okay.
Could I have Mantis somehow aid him? Just a thought.
How? Explain how you would want Mantis to aid him, other than just giving him a +2 bonus.
Well, I mean, I was thinking, like, kind of anchor him in place better so he can put more strength into throwing that hook out and catching it and not having to worry as much about being drug off into space.
That's. I'll go ahead and tell you. With Vincent's mag boots and his tether cable, that's not a concern.
It's more his aim with the net that's the issue.
It's his aim with the net that's the issue. Right? Yeah, absolutely.
Can I try and assist with some type of piloting check to like hold it steady for him or something?
Do you have a stunt that could even? I mean, I'm inclined to give it to you, dog, but I need to see something that I can tie it to. Right? Do you have a stunt that reads that? Even loosely. Loosely.
The give me a sec to read through them.
Okay.
What about a flyby?
Or a flip and burn. Like, go at it and then flip around so the back is, like, right there on the net.
I mean, here's the stunts that we have: back off, barrel roll, evade, flip and burn, flyby, ramming speed, slide, turn in place.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking that might be a thing would be like using back off to like kind of gently back up to it to get closer. Or a slide possibly or turn in place to help with the facing to make sure that it's held in the correct spot. I don't know, because
Okay,
I mean, these rules are
here's
built for fighting other ships.
Here's one. Range finding. It's an open. Use multiple ship systems to triangulate an enemy ship or special feature. One gunner, pilot, or science officer gains +1 to attack roll or skill check of their choice related to combat and turn. We could say we're using the other ship's location to triangulate the creature more appropriately so that he can hone in closer. That's my case.
We're trying to get the net right now.
The net, not
That's
the
what I'm
creature.
saying. Like, I'm sorry, but still focusing
net.
on a singular positioned thing.
What do y'all think?
The net.
Y'all think
I think that's great. It's a +1.
You,
It's not,
you
it's not
Yeah.
that
literally
crazy.
said
Right.
even a loose interpretation. And
Yeah,
that's
it's
more
real
than
good
loose.
enough
I
for
feel
me.
like.
What's the check on that?
I appreciate you asking, Zach. Getting the consensus. I appreciate that. Just say.
Gunner, pilot, or science officer gains +1. Use multiple ship systems to triangulate. It doesn't look like it has a check.
It's
There's
just
no
an
DC.
action.
It's just an
There's
action.
no
that-
DC. Okay,
It's an
so
open
an
action that
action.
anybody could take.
okay, who wants to take it at the top
I'll
of the...
take it.
Okay, Captain, you're taking the action.
Yep.
All right, so you certainly are able to triangulate the net. You can push that to Vincent's comm unit to effectively. What will happen? I'll lower the DC. You get a +1.
You get a +1 to the roll. Yeah.
To the roll. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That works
All
too.
right.
That works too. Okay. So back around again. Do we have any actions that we're taking before the helm phase?
Yep. I'm gonna do another precog to try and help the pilot.
Another natural
That's
20.
another natural 20.
Wow.
Morgan.
Beautiful.
That's awesome natural 20, but like I'm not moving.
Well, for what it's worth, that only applies to your helm phase initiative roll anyway, which we're not really using right now.
not
But
really.
like just for future reference, that precog is actually the one thing that is specifically targeting
the
your
helm phase initiative.
helm phase initiative roll. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Unfortunately, you are going to have to move to make another pass. You know, this is like we're talking starship sizes, right? Like once you've missed that net, you can't just keep on swiping at it.
Well, then so I'm not burdened by the hook anymore. Could I do a divert to give 2 more speed to the ship?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, I'm trying to see if we have the maneuverability to
I succeed on the divert.
Okay.
do this.
So you now have 2 extra hexes to work with.
You could also flip and burn, too,
Yeah,
and just pass right through it again instead
Yeah.
of doing like a long thing. You know.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to see what has the highest chance of success because Flip and Burn's got to roll. If I can just normally move, then I just normally
But be
move.
a badass, bro.
Yeah, dude. Fucking take a risk, man.
What would Columbo do?
Columbo would look like a bumbling idiot and then gotcha right at the end.
All right,
Vincent, do you say anything when you miss the net? Do you let? I mean, obviously you let him know. I'm just curious, like what Vincent's expletive would be in that moment. You know?
Fucking piss on a stick. Come on now.
Yeah, that's
We can't hear you. I can see your mouth moving, but you forgot to turn your comms on. You're muted, Vincent.
And still see him just like kind of like fuck, you know, just but you don't hear it, you know.
Yeah.
I think he's praying.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. As we move into helm phase, the electricity in the vortex zaps wild magic again for substantially more damage this time. And Eutraxo is like, can you all hurry up?
We could, but we're choosing not to. God, can you? No.
Don't say that.
No, I'm not saying that.
Rude?
Yeah, no, that's Adam. Sorry,
Yeah, I
Adam's
know,
a dick. Yes, we're trying. We're trying very hard, but it's difficult to see through all the electrical disturbance. Don't worry, we have the best pilot, and we have a pretty okay spacewalker. Comms are still off, right, guys? Can't hear me say that.
Okay.
He's praying
Helm
more
phase.
vigorously.
Talk to me about your maneuver this round, Gatrick.
Yeah, I guess Flip and Burn's the only thing that I have
Flip and
that
burn.
I can make it fancy because everybody's demanding that Gadrick makes it fancy. So I'm gonna spend
Okay.
a D30 on it.
Oh, nice.
Okay, I'm sure you got plenty of them in the tank, man.
Oh, yeah, I've got like 6.
I
Still
literally
roll a one on
wanted to
a
give
D30.
you all D30s for your role play last time, but I was like, shit, they've got so many of them. They got to spend some first.
So that it doesn't matter that I rolled it because I rolled an 11, but that gives me enough to pass
Okay.
the 22 DC
Okay. Absolutely.
with a 27. So
Fantastic. You love to see it.
yeah,
So you're able to reposition the Independence after doing a flip and burn, making another pass at this thing. Obviously careful to avoid the edge of the vortex, I would imagine.
yeah.
All right. Vincent, you're hanging off the back of this thing in open space, bro. Talk to me, man. I'm guessing we want to take another check at this thing.
Yeah.
You get a +1 bonus to it this time.
Yeah, and he's trying not to, like, you know, he doesn't want to try to think about it too much, and therefore, like, freeze.
Right,
You know what I mean?
I'm assuming I wouldn't be within 10 feet of him.
No, unfortunately not. No.
But he's gonna try to take inspiration from what you know his captain told him. But I mean, he knows also that his captain is he's salt of the earth. So you know.
But I'm also giving you a +1 right now.
He
So
is
watch
giving me
yourself.
a +1. So actually, I am going to use a D30 as well.
Fair enough.
All right. That's a 25.
Hey.
Ooh,
25
Vincent,
on the die.
stealing your resolve. You hang on tight as Gadrick brings the ship right around past this net again. You thread the needle, so to speak. You thread the hook and snatch this net right off. We are now carrying a massive storm running net on the back of the Independence, and you can make your way into the heart of this vortex to try to scoop up wild magic and avoid, you know, the worst of this shard diver. All right, so back to the top of each round or here. So, anything going on in the engineering phase?
Now I assume there is going to be a helm phase
Initiative
pilot check. Yeah, that
Definitely.
one.
Yeah. So
Well, guess what I'm gonna do?
Okay.
Bro.
Yeah.
What, did I do it? No, didn't do. Why does it hate me? Okay, I'll roll it here then. Fuck it. No, that's a 2. That's a bummer.
Yeah,
What's
I'm gonna
the total?
I'm gonna
Not high enough.
divert
Hold
again
on.
to give us more speed to get away from the whale once we pick up the ship.
Okay.
I imagine like
Jesus Christ.
So it's DC 10 plus 1.5 times the tier.
That's going to be a 17.
17. Okay. With a 3 on the die, it's a 17.
Hey, that's good enough. That's good enough. Fantastic. Okay, so helm phase initiative then. We roll off.
All right. There's a 10 on the die for a 25.
Okay. I rolled shitty for a dirty 20.
Cool.
So, I mean, the fact is, you haven't, you know, it goes first. It's still bullying the wild magic. It has not actually, you know, again, you haven't moved in. You're not a threat to it. It is bullying the wild magic. Wild magic is going to take some damage. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking good for old Trax, y'all.
We've got the net. Hold tight. We're almost there.
Oh, God. Okay, all right. We're hanging on.
I can see you out of the cargo bay. Right there.
Vincent's,
Kind of. I mean, low visibility inside this storm, but, you know, I
We're
appreciate-
almost there, God.
Okay, so
Hi, Lex.
That's your
Gadrick.
God. Whoa.
what are we doing?
Scoop them up.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know
To
what else.
scoop them up, you're going to need to do a
yeah.
flyby.
Okay. That is a thing that I can do. So that's
I'm going to
a
encourage
22 DC.
I'm going to encourage you for my
Okay.
action. So
I would be within 10 feet of this. I'm sorry to cut you off, Adam. Right?
oh, you did it. Go
Yeah,
for
you're
it.
on the bridge. T is on the
Well-
bridge.
I'm just saying, if I'm within 10 feet, I can give you communalism so you can roll it twice and take the better.
Oh,
Right.
okay, cool.
And then
You
I'm
mean
going to.
Gadrick on the flyby? I don't think you want to. You're not giving it to
That's-
Roland, right?
No.
No.
Yeah,
The
okay.
pilot.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I will over
Encourage.
the comms. You'll hear Gadrick. All right, I can barely see the wild magic, just vaguely,
Just vaguely.
but we're almost there. We've got the net in place. Let us rescue our payday. I mean, these people that are in trouble.
In trouble.
So
Sorry, your mustache made me go all Wilfred Brimley. All right, so let me see. I almost auto do this. Yeah, with a 19 on the die, that is certainly a success. So you're going to get a +2 to your roll that you get to roll twice and take the better.
Okay, and for the rolling twice, I'm planning on rolling a D30.
No,
We ruled
one.
it's a single one.
Yeah, the first
okay.
one or the second one, I don't care, but
Okay.
You can only roll. You can roll one D30 and one D20.
yeah.
Both of
But
them
you get the bonuses though. You get the
you
bonuses.
will get the diplomacy bonus.
Yes.
Yeah, on both. Okay.
Okay, so it's +2 to
Yes.
this?
Yes.
Can I use the computers as well?
Absolutely.
All right, so +3.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how this goes. So this is an interesting turn of events. And
Oh no.
Tia, thank you so much for this. Because I rolled a 1 on the D30.
Oh
wow.
I rolled a nat 20 on the D20.
We'll take that. We'll take that.
The power of communalism.
So that'd be a total of 38.
And what are you doing? The flyby?
The flyby,
Yeah, but instead of an attack, you're going to,
gonna
scoop. Right.
Now, is there a roll involved?
There
in that
is not a
scoop?
role associated with this. I told you it's a little unconventional for Starship
I
Combat.
know. I just want to make sure that we get our critical bonus because on a critical success of flyby, you do get a +2 on the gunnery check, whatever that might be.
With the natural 20, it's all good. Okay, it's all good.
How good is it?
But where are you going? You're going through the storm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with a natural 20, you're doing the most badass shit.
Yeah, you're going
Basically
straight
going-
into the
I'm
storm, and you want to come out the other side.
Going straight through, picking them up, and flying right back out the other side.
Okay. All right. So, as Gadrick, you've got your sights set on the wild magic. You know what you got to do. You zoom into the storm. Electricity is crackling in this thing. Y'all are gonna take some damage as you move through into this storm. It's not gonna be up to 5 damage. Terrible rolls on that. We'll take it. Right?
Shields!
Yeah.
Oh no, I thought I was going to have to rebalance.
But you move through. The net grabs wild magic. It's going to share a space with you, and you're going to come out on the other side in the southeastern corner, I guess, space southeast of this storm. As you move through, the shard diver does attempt to turn and take a swipe at you, but with that natural 20, Gadrick and the Independents are just too fast for it. Right, so out on the other side of this thing with wild magic in tow, the interference due to the storm is no longer affecting you, and a visual comes up on Eutraxo's comms, and you can see what she looks like. So let me go ahead and drop a picture.
Oh boy.
No.
What you see before you is a female Fae-child gnome.
Yes! I nailed it.
A female Fae-child gnome. Oh, I posted this in the wrong
Not
thing.
just a gnome, but a Fey gnome. Like
A Fae-child gnome.
Crushed
She
it.
has greenish
she's
skin.
cute, though.
She's so pure. She's adorable, dude. She's got purple hair, greenish skin. She's wearing like leathers, and she's got big goggles on. Does that capture is that correct? Yeah.
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 Yes, and as as those comms clear up, you see her on the hollow, and her demeanor is just like jubilant. She's like, "Yeah, now that was something I never done before." Now, look, I'm mighty grateful for the rescue, but without a run of star medals, I ain't got no cargo for you and no credits to pay you with. So, what do you say we use my old nets and some
Kill
quick
her.
engineering to turn this sledgehammer into a proper storm runner?
Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm about it.
I don't think we have any other option.
I tell you, it was scary, but that was fun, probably some of the most fun I've ever had flying. That was amazing.
You said two of my favorite words: engineering and option.
All right, and with that, well see you.
All right,
Vince
here we
is
go.
still on the hull of the ship.
Oh yeah, turn around. We gotta get Vincent.
He's still out there.
I just imagine he's just like pantomiming, muted.
I send Mantis out to grab